Are you thinking about moving to St. Louis but you don't know if you can handle living here? Well, stay tuned because in this video I'm going to talk about reasons why you shouldn't move to St. Louis unless you can handle these 5 things. Oh, and by the way, my name is Jonathan Cox, your St. Louis real estate agent. Whether you're making the move in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out, either call, text, email, all of that is in the description below, and let's dive in. Starting off with our top 5 list of negative things living in St. Louis is the tornadoes. St. Louis gets a lot of tornadoes, which can be scary. We saw on average 32 to 45 tornadoes per year, and the most being in May, which might catch some people off that have lived in St. Louis their entire lives, such as myself, that has yet to see a tornado in person but only hears about them. These tornadoes can be very destructive, destroying buildings, causing chaos, such as the tornado that happened less than a week ago that was at 1 hour south of St. Louis in Sullivan, Missouri. With number 2, we're going to be talking about the bipolar weather. St. Louis has the most bipolar weather. It is all over the place, with personally this year being the worst year we've had in years. It is not uncommon in the St. Louis area to have multiple weather apps. Personally, I have 3. There's random and rapid weather changes. At one moment it is cold, then it's hot, then it's raining golf ball size hail that's damaging multiple vehicles and houses in the St. Louis area. With our bipolar weather now mixed with sleet, sometimes it'll catch St. Louis off guard. We will not have our roads salted at times, and it will cause multiple car accidents and buildups, which is not uncommon. Lastly, let's talk about flooding, a frequent issue in St. Louis. The city often faces heavy rainfall combined with its outdated drainage system, which leads to rivers overflowing, causing flash flooding throughout the St. Louis area. Personally, me and my family have lost our home due to a flash flood, so it's definitely recommended to consider the flood zones before purchasing a home. And to make sure that this doesn't happen to you, I left a link in the description below of the St. Louis flood map, so make sure to check that out. All right, so going on to number 3 is the crime. St. Louis has been ranked by Forbes in 2022 and 2023 is the most dangerous city to live in, but we're going to go over this a little bit more carefully. This ranking by Forbes is generally on St. Louis, the city, which has less than 300,000 people. Most of my clients live in the southern part of St. Louis, where more than 2 million people live, and the crime rates are significantly lower. The main concerns about St. Louis are downtown St. Louis and the northern St. Louis, where crime rates definitely tend to be higher. In fact, there are actually some suburbs that are less than 30 minutes away from St. Louis that have some of the lowest amount of crime rates compared to the entire United States. As well, if you're interested in my personal top 5 list of suburbs to live in the St. Louis area that are safe and affordable, make sure to comment below and I will send you that list. As well, I will leave a link in the description below of the map that I use to help my clients find a safe neighborhood to live in. So yes, there is crime in St. Louis and the St. Louis area, but it is not everywhere. There are tons of safe communities that are less than 30 minutes away. For example, Chesterfield, Missouri is 31% safer than the national average for crime rates, and it's only 30 minutes away. So going on to number 4 is the roads in St. Louis and the St. Louis areas. With St. Louis having a bipolar weather, like we mentioned earlier, causing temperature changes rapidly, causes tons of potholes scattered around St. Louis.
10 people are so frustrated with potholes on St. Louis roadways, they've started filling them themselves.
Fox 2's Andy Banker reports one man is even running for the U.S. Senate on a pothole platform.
That awful tire into pothole sound.
This means that there's always construction on our highways and our downtown roads, making your daily commutes much longer than expected. Also, a bonus to chip in is that 40% of accidents in the St. Louis area are reported as hit and runs. So with all that being said, if you plan on moving to St. Louis, watch out for all those potholes, leave earlier than expected, and make sure you have car insurance. Lastly, moving on to number 5 on our list, we're going to be going over the economic challenges in St. Louis. As well, going over how the severe weather, the road conditions, and the crime rates impact the city's economy. Firstly, with the unpredictable weather, with the tornadoes that we went over, the flooding, the hailstorms, impacts tons of businesses and homeowners, causing damages all over St. Louis. This constant threat of natural disasters and higher insurance premiums for businesses can deter them and as well stop them from establishing in the St. Louis area. Secondly, with crime, especially in certain neighborhoods, contributes to a decline in value in the properties and as well causing less people to want to move into the St. Louis area. All right, so additionally, with the poor road conditions, with the scattered potholes and construction around the St. Louis area, definitely disrupts businesses' transportation routes and as well causes longer commuting times. As a result of everything I just mentioned, there are thousands of buildings that are vacant in the St. Louis area with homeless people living in them. These empty buildings obviously show that St. Louis is going through some economic issues right now, and as well, it makes it overall harder for more communities to go into St. Louis and to grow. So again, I hope you found some value in this video. Whether you're making the move in 9 days or 9 months down the road, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, or even a Zoom. I'd love to meet you in person. I'd be happy to help you to make a smooth move to St. Louis and as well see you around town. And with that being said, I will see you in the next one.